Check 1 2. What's going on, good people? I didn't know what was going on. I was talking. I was like, hold on, man, I'm not showing up on my screen. But then, you know what? I guess I had something else going on. All right, good people. Hey, man, it is Nintendo Direct Eve. I'm glad my people is in the building. What's going on, Holly? Geeky, Stormtrooper, man, listen, I don't know what's going on with my internet, man. It's not you, it's me. And I did some things like, you know, so when I first saw your message and I was like, hold on, let me try something else. And I hope that fix all my issues. So it is what it is. Hey, Steve, man, I just read your message, man. I'm so glad everything was successful, man. Y'all, man, show Steve some love, man, because, man, I know how it is going into, you know, having procedures done and just not quite knowing what's going on next. But you know what, man, I'm glad everything went well, my brother. I've been praying for you, and you know what? Hey, man, things is gonna work out like they're gonna work out. Oh man, you can't see the direct tomorrow, but that's all right, my brother. I know you're gonna be there in spirit. I know you're gonna rewatch it a couple of times. We get back and we analyze it. And I also, Steve, I read your message on Discord. You know what, man? Listen, I'm a mixed bag on something. We're gonna go over. I think I got everybody's presentation. We're gonna go over. We're definitely going over Ubisoft, the Summer Games, digital, Devolver Digital, Xbox, Square Enix, Limited Run, and Capcom. Listen, I go like between Capcom and Square Enix. You know, I read a lot of people's tweets when especially during summer school, and I read a tweet today from RGT85 that I solely agree with. And he said, you know what, if you don't have nothing good or new to show during E3, it's okay to miss E3. You know what, we wouldn't be like, oh man, Square Enix is not going to be there. Darn. We wouldn't have cared, man. But what they showed was, I mean, it wasn't all bad. If y'all get a chance, man, go off, you know what, on my YouTube page, or, you know what, I did a couple polls, man, and matter of fact, I try to give a grade to everyone. So we're going to go over what's been out there so far for each grade for every show. I'm going to tell you my grade. I'm going to let y'all guys kick it. But you know what we do? You know, it's Nintendo Direct Eve or not, yeah, boy, we're giving out a free Nintendo eShop card. I like how that green background faded out because, you know, that's Luigi. So we're giving it out again tonight. And, man, you know what? You know what? I asked a question on one of my polls. I said, you know what I'm saying? Who's winning so far? I should have asked, like, how do you feel about E3 so far? And I'm like, nah, you know what? Nah. But it is what it is. Let me get people into the wheel while I'm thinking about it. All right, because you know me, I'll forget. I get started and be like, oh my goodness, people in the people, my people not in the wheel. You know what? TS Nintendo Gamer, he won last week, but you know what? He has not claimed his prize. He can mess around and be short. Sir Dan Dude in the building. What's up? How you doing, Sir Dan Dude? Let me get you chimed in. Sir Dan Dude said hi. All right, cause I'm glad that. Listen, let me know, Stormtrooper, because you know I've been wanting you to get a good picture. Let me know if that did fell back. Anybody ever didn't see Steve's message? Let me get Steve M in there on the wheel. Stormtrooper, let me get you on the wheel, my brother. All right. Geeky, hey Geeky, how you doing? Geeky is in the building. All right, I think I saw Holly on here too. Hey Holly. All right, let's see. Holly said I hate waiting. I agree. I hate waiting too. Capcom. My side story graphics look clean. Sure, that must be Nintendo Pro. You know what? Listen, it did look good. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm definitely more intrigued to try the demo and see how the gameplay is and get into it. I'm gonna check out the demo for sure. But speaking of clean though, if you want to talk about them games to look absolutely clean, hey man, that Mario and Rabbids game. That listen, when I saw that, I said, man, this gotta be. I mean, this just gotta be that Switch Pro or something, cause that look real good. Mike is a bit low. Check 1 2. What about it now? I mean, I cut it up a little bit. I hope that did it right there. It's nice to have a little board right here to kind of just put it up there a little bit. I don't know where that noise came from. Oh yeah, Steve M said, "Oh, he's talking to Storm." I think he probably said it to everybody. Hey man, I tried. Man, listen, whenever your stream pops up, I'm glad I got the notification turned on, and you guys can do the same thing for my channel. But when yours pop up, I try to at least get in there, and check you out for a little bit, and and chop it up. I know I'll be dipping out and busy and everything, but I want to make sure I support. Cause you guys support me. Say why I can hear an echo. Can you hear an echo? Oh, you know what? This might be on me. Charge it to the. Let's see. That might solve it. If not, let me see. Playthrough. I don't know. Say if it continues, let me know. Oh no, hold on. This is matter of fact, here it is. Let me know if you hear it now. It should be taken care of. All right. It say y'all still on the countdown screen. What? What did I do? Your boy did something. Give me a good minute, good people. I'm gonna figure it out. What did I do? Do. Let me. I'm gonna figure it out. Cause I see myself just as plain as day. You know what? I hate that. You know what? Listen, I'm telling you, my streams has been just abysmal. Screen. No, it's not that. Boom. It's not that. Overlay. Hold on, good people. Listen, just give me a minute. Your boy gonna figure it out. Video monitor. Nope, nope, nope. Share winner. Nope, nope. No, don't want to do that. Okay, it says. All right. Oh man, listen, boy, I tell you, this is what happens when you be messing around with stuff. I was trying to fix around with stuff, and I know y'all did not come to see this. Platform. Ha! There it is. Figured it out. Don't know what was going on, Geeky. I was telling you, listen, I charge it to my head, not to my heart. This is what happened is gaming dad. Gaming dad sometimes don't be that smart. Say, can we get a prayer for my cat? He hasn't come back inside since last night, and he usually doesn't like to stay outside for long. I hope he's okay. We give a shout out to the cat, man. Give a prayer for the cat. We want the cat to come back, man. Listen, I know how it is. You know, we can't have cats anymore. We used to have cats when my children were really small, and then my son Joseph became allergic, and so it was no more kitties. But yeah, man, we will definitely pray for the cat. Cool breeze in the building. All right, let me finish typing some names up in here. I hope y'all can see my screen now. Everything is going good. I hate that it wasn't the first go around. I was really excited when I first got on the screen. Cool breeze is in the building. Don't forget, good people, you can and also can watch the stream on Twitch. If you do it simultaneously, you know what? You get 2 chances to win. It's nothing like having a fresh $10 to kind of help you shop. For tomorrow, you just never know what's going to drop. What's going to be shadow dropped. They're going to have at least 1 or 2 games that's going to shadow drop tomorrow. All right. Getting the rest of the people up in here. Holly says, I hope that Master Chief be revealed for Smash. Listen, that was one of listen, we're gonna go over my predictions. And that was one of my predictions. I'll say, hey man, listen, Master Chief, Smash, let's go. I'm telling you, listen, they gotta do something. Cool Breeze. See, you could be like Cool Breeze. Cool Breeze chimes in. He trying to double up. He gets in on both the Twitch and the YouTube. I would. All right, got you in there, Chris. Like Chris. Hey, Chris, do the same thing. What's going on, Chris? All right, got you timed in. CMG is in the building. Give a shout out to CMG. CMG in the building, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting y'all chimed in. I think if I'm gonna show the wheel in a minute. I just want to make sure. All right, Chris says, I think the direct focuses on the second half of 2021, along with the big 2022 game like Breath of the Wild 2, Splatoon 3, and Legend of Arceus. I agree. Now listen, I'm gonna put something in here. What if Nintendo, they give us what they said they're gonna give us, right? They give you number of games, but during the treehouse, they say, hey, before we go, bam, they drop the pro right in your mouth. Boop. That would be great. That would be so. That'd be so great. Okay, good. Listen. The key is, Stormtrooper. I'm glad that the echo got solved. That's all. That's all that matters. It's happening. It will come out fine. So I played a little Ratchet and Clank on the PS5, and it feels like being the main character in a Pixar or DreamWorks movie. Yes, it does. Oh man, that game is woo man. Listen, that game is outstanding. I'm gonna play a little bit. I'm gonna play a little bit tonight. I'm gonna have to because it's so good. And it started off like really good. I was really surprised. That game was. If you got a PS5, you know you owe yourself to get that one. You owe it to yourself. See, I see a screen now, but I'm getting buffery now. Is it just me? I hope it's not. I hope it's not. Kenny, what's going on? Kenny, man, it's been a minute. Kenny used to come on the stream all the time back in the day, back in the early days of This Week in Gaming. What's going on with you? Kenny from the A. Woo! Man, hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie, I love that song by Big Boy. Straight up, pip it. You know you can find me in the A. I'm going. Woo! Man, that song's a banger. Well, I hope that the buffering gets fixed. I think Sports Story is shadow drops. You know what? I was watching Switch Force today, and they talked a little bit about Sports Story and how the developer said that some parts of the game was end up developing itself to be bigger than what they anticipated. That's the reason why we haven't heard anything. But that would be dope. I mean, that would be dope. Same here. Let me know, CMG and Geeky, if it does not stop. I'll try to do some things on my end, but I don't like to mess with stuff. But I think it's the way I can probably eliminate it by just going. Cause I think if I'm correct, I'm on Wi-Fi. I can get off of Wi-Fi and go straight, and it won't interrupt my stream. Let me try that. All right, I hope that works. I'm straight wired in. Maybe that was on my end. My internet has been acting really, really funky, especially the last couple of weeks, man. My kids have been complaining like, "Daddy, what's going on? I can't play my Fortnite." My kids don't sound like that, but that was just funny. The official drop Diddy rap. What's going on, my brother? So I believe that Rayman will be in Smash. Nope. I do not believe that. I do not. I mean, it would be dope. It would be dope. I think Ubisoft, boy, they between Ubisoft. Listen, I have not been. It ain't too many games I was like, wow, except Battlefield 2042. Now that trailer, I was like, man, that is dope. But I haven't seen like a whole stuff that I was like, you know what? I hope Nintendo comes through and save E3 because right now, ooh. So I'm getting the buffering too. Ah, man, I hate that. What's up, Yodi? Hey, how you doing? I hate that, man. I'm gonna have to do some resetting tonight to try to get things right. I found my cat. It was inside my step. Brother's room the whole time. Poor cat. That cat hungry. That cat gonna be lethargic. Oh, they see, man. Oh man, listen. Let me know if the buffering stops. I was trying to watch it simultaneously. Let's see if I can. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave my phone up. Maybe if I can see the buffering too. Now my phone is on the Wi-Fi. Oh, yes, yeah, I'm getting a little buffering. Tell you, buddy, I gotta get this fixed. And I know it's not quite. It's not on my. It's not. I don't think anything I'm doing. It's weird because there is no buffering when we were stuck on the countdown screen. Right. I was like, I don't understand why it's an issue now. The things we do, people. And you know, I haven't had any buffering issues in a long time, and I'm straight wired in, and I have fiber. I have good internet, but I know they are doing some things around in the city where I'm at, trying to get the Wi-Fi up and running for get the fiber out to more people. So I know they've been laying lines. So I hope they didn't do any issues. But I did a speed test earlier, and you know that speed test should have took care of that. So I don't want to play my Switch at the moment because of me still not being able to download games. Ooh, and updates. I have to keep spamming. Oh, that is, man, I hate that for you, my brother. So that, oh man, that I have not updated my Switch just because of that. I have backed away from it. I'm like, nope, I'm not updating until they get this fixed. And I'm gonna make sure I do not update because I know some stuff tomorrow I'm gonna want to download. All right, good people. How long we been? 12, almost 30 minutes. Said Chris said, my dream would be Crash to be one of the last two characters, but I think it will be a rabbit. I hope it's not. They're gonna get so much backlash if it's a rabbit. I'm telling you, they are better off putting Rayman than a rabbit. They put a rabbit, man, be a whack. It's going to be whack. They bet not put a rabbit. You know what? Nintendo saved Ubisoft show. They saved that show, man. Even though Avatar looked good, Ubisoft saved that show. All right, real quick, good people. Let's go over real quick. These were my predictions. I had three predictions. I give out to Nintendo Dad, and I'm gonna stick with them. And hey, my first one was that hey, we would get a gameplay trailer for Metro Prime 4. I still sticking with that. I still think tomorrow we're gonna get that. Um, I think just like they did Link, just like they did the Breath of the Wild 2. Just a small little CG trailer, maybe some in-game, a little bit in-game footage. Just made this a tad bit, just a little smidget, just to whet our appetite and keep us focused. And I'm gonna stick with that. I think we get that tomorrow. And let's see. I said Breath of the Wild 2 would release this year. And I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with it, man. I'm telling you. Um, I'm sticking with it. Breath of the Wild 2. I want y'all to remember these so we can hold me to the fire. And my last prediction was Master Chief finishes the fight, buddy. He comes on in, man. They drop two characters, and if one of them characters they drop is gonna be Master Chief. I mean, listen to me. If they just did that, they win E3. Oh man, that's crazy, right? It's going all right so far, but it's still a bit of buffering. Yeah, I'm watching it. It's not as crisp, and I maybe it's YouTube, man. I don't know. I don't know. It's just so disappointing. Vic, what's going on? So what's the what? I don't know what you're trying to say, but what's going on, Vic? Man, welcome to the stream, my brother. It's been a minute. Vic, we've been having some buffering issues, so I don't know. It's like my it is. It's buffering right now. I'm like, man, I'm going through why? I mean, I'm going through. Man, that just makes you want to just strangle the internet. And I know. Let's see. Maybe I can cut some things down. Let's see. I had some things going on earlier. Let me see if I can. Oh, you know what? It might be me. Huh? I started to look at stuff I got opened up. Oh yeah, this is probably me. if you see how many stuff I got, boy, I need my whooping. Let me know if it starts to get better because I'm trying to close some of this stuff down. It's probably using a crazy amounts of RAM. Remind me later. All right. All right. Hopefully that works. Watching the stream now. Let's see. All right. So what time is the direct tomorrow? So Geeky, I think for you, I think it's 11. If you're an hour behind me, it's 12 for us on the East Coast. So it has to be 11 for you. CMG is holding tight. He said, I still believe Switch Pro is coming. Oh, yeah. I believe Switch Pro is coming. I just don't know if it's going to come tomorrow. I wasn't bold enough to make that kind of prediction. I don't think it's coming tomorrow. Let's see. Steve M said I had that problem with my Switch, but I deleted my Wi-Fi connection info on the Switch and re-added it and then powered the system off, then on. It's still not always downloading games though. God almighty, man, that is crazy. Nintendo has to fix that. They got to get ahead of this right now. They got to fix this here. My PS5 still won't play the Final Fantasy Origins demo. I think a lot of people having that issue. I was looking at that story. A lot of people having that issue with that Origins demo's not playing. It still keeps saying it's corrupted. Yep, after re-downloading. I think somebody posted a picture of that on Twitter. I was like, So will you be streaming during the direct conference? Yes. Yep. Especially if if I can get this internet together. That's gonna be my mission tonight when I get off the stream. Is making sure that the stream is smooth. I don't know what else I can do, but I'm probably gonna reset everything and mess around with it. I might even get back on later on tonight and stream some of this Ratchet and Clank. Boy, that Ratchet and Clank. If you got a PS5, man, you gotta pick that up. All right. Let's see. If Metro Prime 4 only gets a trailer, let's see. Let's go ahead and add. Say if Metro Prime 4 only gets a trailer, if they announce holiday 2020 release date, they could. To me, that's the more logical situation with Metroid. I think it gets a whole nother year to kind of finish the baking off, and it's a 2022 game. I agree with you, but I still think they get a trailer. No matter if they announce 2022 or not, I think it still gets a trailer. I want to see what Evil Dead looks like on Switch. Hype for that game. I believe. The last direct Nintendo had, they showed gameplay of Evil Dead on the Switch. Or maybe it was just a trailer. I think it might have been just a trailer because that wasn't a brand new announcement. We knew Evil Dead was coming. We just didn't have any gameplay. So yeah, I agree. I want to see some gameplay as well. Oh man, I love Doc Trey, man. I love his video. I love his content, man. I'm surprised that he doesn't have as many subscribers as he should. His content is right to the point. I dig what he's doing. His intro is fire. What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey, still holding it down. I listen. I rocks with that. So I know from Doc Trey's videos says about Emily Rogers. He said either before E3 or after E3. See, it's right. See, okay, all right. So CMG, you kind of getting the vibe. I'm kind of getting like, hey, this could very well be a Treehouse announcement. This very well could be a Treehouse announcement, and man, That would be phenomenal. That would be phenomenal. That would just like, man, that would just, I don't even understand how hype. You know, people gonna be kind of down anyway, because they're gonna get through the stream. They're gonna find out that, hey, you know, ain't no Switch Pro being announced, and they clearly, and you know how Nintendo, they clearly just stated exclusively about software, but they ain't say nothing about the treehouse. Nothing. 40 minutes exclusively about software. But the treehouse could be like, all right, now we got you. Remember the last E3? Hey, they gave us the Metro Prime logo, and then gave us Metro Prime Return the second half. I'm telling you, listen, that's why I watching the whole thing is gonna be, you know, we think we just getting 40 minutes, but we getting a bunch of stuff in that treehouse. I'm telling you, listen, the whole day I'm streaming everything. I'm streaming that. I'm streaming the treehouse. I'm just going here. I'm gonna have me little some snacks. I'm gonna prepare. I'm rocking. I don't know what time I'm gonna start. I'm trying to get in about 11:30 before I start, but yeah, that's gonna be hype. I'm watching it at 480p. Buffering stop for me now. Okay. I hate that. So I reduced mine to starting. Okay. It's well, listen. As long as it's at 40p and it works for you guys, then it works. Vic says Breath of the Wild 2. In my predictions, I did a predictions video for Nintendo Dads, Vic, and in my prediction, I said it. Breath of the Wild 2 comes out this year. I believe. I'm telling you. Listen, the sales numbers just dropped. The NPD sales numbers for last month just dropped. What's number 2 in the United States? Mario Kart 8. I'm telling you, we're not getting Mario Kart 9. I don't care what anybody say. It's making too much money. Nintendo is about making money. They're gonna hold on to that one. I mean, cause you know what? Cause you know what? Think about it. If I'm Nintendo, I'm gonna hold on to that, and then I'm gonna drop a Switch Pro this year, and then next year they got too many bombs next year, man. Think about it. They got you got Arceus. I mean, the Legend of Arceus, Pokemon. You got Splatoon 3. You're probably gonna have Metroid and Mario Kart. Psh, man, a winner. Sir Damn Dude say he's out of school tomorrow. Man, listen, I feel you, but I still got a whole week and a half of summer school. I'm taking a half a day of summer school tomorrow because we streaming, we live tomorrow, and then I got to take another half a day on Wednesday because I got to go to court, and then I'm back at it for about 5 more days, and that's it. Summer school is over. Then your boy's gonna go on vacation. Let's see what we got going on. All right. So let's get into it, good people. Let's talk about some of these. You know what? It's not going to be a whole lot of news, but we're just going to kind of recap and review some of these what do you call it, events. And we're going to start with the Summer Games Fest. I don't know what you guys thought about it. At the end of the news, we're going to get through the polls. We're going to go through the polls at the end because I put out a bunch of polls. And if you have not voted on it, make sure you drop by my YouTube page and get your vote on. But man, listen, I thought this was, you know what? I thought the Summer Games Fest was okay. You know what? It is. I gave it a C. You know, it wasn't like, oh my goodness. You know, the mere fact they had, you know, it was like you had all them games, and then you had Elden Ring, and true enough, Elden Ring was, you know, it looked phenomenal. It did. It looked phenomenal. I just don't know how much of that was gameplay and how much of that was CG, blah, blah, blah. However, I thought it was okay. What did you guys think? Let's see. And as you guys are telling me in the chat what you think about, for those who saw the Summer Games Fest, it started on Thursday. If you have not watched it, it's worth watching. You know, if you don't got nothing else to do, you know, you sit around doing some other things, you know, plop it on your YouTube on your TV or something and just let it play and catch the highlights. But we'll go over some of the games. I had them all nice and neat. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, there we go. Oop. What is that? Was Summer Games Fest? Nope. All right, here we go. All right, let me get to my screen. All right, Summer Games Fest. Every game announced during E3 2021 show. This Wonderlands game, Tiny Tina's Wonderland. It looked okay. I mean, I wasn't like, oh man, you know what? I guess if you was a big Borderlands fan, that you might be excited about what they showed there. But I see what's going on, Shane, man. I see Shane pop up in the chat. Shane, I'm gonna get you chimed in 1 hot second. Stormtrooper. Oh, hey, I gotta read it. This is a dope prediction. Diddy Kong Racing is my prediction. If they drop a Diddy Kong Racing Stormtrooper, buddy, man, listen. Listen. It's at the end of the show. The question I'm gonna give to you right now is how I want you to kind of think about it. Is I'm buffering again. Is how does Nintendo lose E3? Because I think it's, right now at this standpoint, I think they're going to win this on GP, but how do they lose it? What could they do to really lose E3? That to me, that's the question. Let's see. You think there will be any Splatoon 3 news? I don't think it'll be. I don't know about any major news, but we might get some video. I don't know. That's a hard one, because in 40 minutes, you know how Nintendo do. If they pace this right, like they have before, we might get a little smidget, and I'm good with that. I just don't want them to find certain games to spend a lot of time on. The last direct they had, they spent a lot of time, and I know they're gonna probably spend some time this one on that Square Enix game. That I was like, it looks like another Octopath Traveler. However, I just don't want them spending if it's 35 minutes, don't spend 4 or 5 minutes on one game. That's what I'm saying. Don't do that. That's okay. We'll get to that later. But get back to these games from the Summer Games Fest. I'm not a big Tactics guy, but if you're a Metal Gear Slug fan, you're probably excited about the announcement of that game there. I thought, that was decent. I thought Death Stranding director's cut looked phenomenal. I loved how they kind of trolled Metal Gear, and I thought for a minute, I was like, man, we might have to do it. Hey, CMG said, if I'm not at work, I might stream that direct. You should. I would. Hands down. But Vic said, hey, Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes for the Switch. Man. To me, I don't know what Konami is thinking, man. They have so many games. So many games they could just re-release, and they would make so much money on the Switch. That game right there alone, if they can just re-release it. They wouldn't have to do any up-res to it, because the gameplay was so good. We will be all about that. Let's see. What was this game here? Oh, this looks like the Overwatch. Jurassic World Evolution 2 was okay. I thought this game here, Lost Ark, was it looked pretty good. But once again, I'm not a big MMO guy. But if you are into that, Call of Duty is Call of Duty. Once again, it's like the theme of this show, man. It was just like nothing that kind of wowed. Yep, they had Among Us. They're getting an update on 15. Nothing like to really overly punch you in the face. It was like Salt and Sacrifice looked interesting. But once again, it's like wasn't like all into that. Now, Valorant, I hoped that this game would come to the Switch. I hate that I'm so pro-Switch, but you know what? I just love it right now. That's how it is. But I thought this game was coming to the Switch, man, but never was a big Smite fan, so again, right past me. Fast and Furious and Rocket League. You know, there's like updates. It's like nothing like Tales of Arise. I thought this trailer looked pretty good. But once again, it's like,
we turn to
it's buffering again. I don't know what's going on. I gotta fix this. Cause right now on my screen I look good. But it don't mean nothing if I look good here. But you know what, you guys know. I gotta fix it. Overwatch 2, Monster Hunter. You know, we I don't know how. I mean, Monster Hunter looks really good. I think Stormtrooper said it best. Like, you know, I say it looks good. I mean, these graphics on this game looks good. That's why I'm very interested to see how it runs, how the demo plays, and I'm definitely gonna dig into it. And I'm glad they're getting the demo. Yeah, before, you know, and enough time well before the game. You're getting it for like maybe 2 weeks before the game drops, so that'll give me the opportunity and some time to say, hey, what's going to happen. When is Fall Guys coming to the Switch? Maybe that gets Shadow Drop.
Everybody learns the rules.
I believe that might get Shadow Drop in Nintendo's
all of them.
Fall Guys.
Rule number 1.
You know, it kind of went. You know, we knew it was kind of coming, then it kind of went go.
Monsters.
So maybe that's a game that kind of gets.
Or die.
Back for Blood looks good. I wish it was on the Switch. I'm sorry. I'm so biased. But it's just a game to me that look like, hey man, this game will be, you know, when it comes to like, you know, really quality multiplayer games, I just thought that game was good.
And if it goes, you go.
Evil Dead looks good. So you know what? Summer Games Fest wasn't bad. It just, you know,
Rule number 3.
It just wasn't as good. Oh,
Watch
man.
your squad. Even if you've got the guns, the turrets,
Tim
and
says,
the crystal,
Diddy Kong Racing Double Dash. Man, listen.
If you fight alone,
Double Dash
you
was
die alone.
game. Double Dash was so fun on the game.
Together
that
again.
was like, you know, I really like Double Dash.
Well,
you know, some people didn't like how, you know, you had 2 characters. But I love Double Dash. Double Dash was one of my favorites.
You gotta change the squad.
See, Kim White. See, Kim took the word right on.
Tag team.
One of my favorites. Love Double Dash.
I'm in.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to Stormtrooper. Look, I'm really looking forward to Evil Dead and the gameplay on the Switch. You know what? It don't need to be part and part of what we saw at this event, but I just hope it's good enough to be like, all right, you know, I can play it and have a good time. See, games don't have to be like the top tier best on the Switch. It just got to run good. And you know what? I would definitely take 60 frames per second over, you know, resolution any day of the week. So overall, my grade for the Summer Games Fest was a C. I feel like it was decent. I didn't feel like it was like, oh my goodness, you know what? It's outstanding. Elden Rings was like I said before, it looked good, but once again, it was a CGI trailer. So until I know for sure that's gameplay. It is what it is. All right. Let's see. Get back to what was next.
Hola, cyber friends.
We're going to transfer from Summer Games to
you know me as
Ubisoft.
Ash Williams, the dude who saved the world from evil. I'm here to bring you the lowdown on the upcoming Evil Dead the game.
I like the golden girl.
You and your friends will
team
up as
Ubisoft,
classic
man.
Evil Dead heroes to live the nightmare.
If it wasn't for Mark, their show would have been. Their show would have probably got like a C plus.
Save the world thing.
If we did not know what's going on, SOC. If we did not know what was going on. I mean, we kind of knew, like, hey, certain things were coming.
But who would want to do that?
Matter of fact, while I got y'all, let me go ahead and type something in. Tim is in the building. And we got Shane showed up. SOC, what's going on, sir? All right, we got Shane. All right, we good. All right, so yeah, you know what? Ubisoft's man, their event, man, I just was. I mean, telling you, that was like I was not impressed at all, man. I was just like, what is going on here? Was it just me? Was I the only one that felt like that, or was it anybody here that's like, oh man, Ubisoft stuff was the bomb? I was not impressed. Let's see, where's all right. So let's go ahead and go back to let's go to the story. Go ahead and check out the games here. Okay, Ubisoft E3 2021, the 9 biggest announcements. I tell you, without this Mario game, man, like I said before, if this would have just announced, if Nintendo didn't slip and drop the ball and release this early, this would have been a nice surprise. But it was like, man, what is going on here? I'll tell you, I was like, man, this is you know what, to me, like, I don't know about anybody else, like all the other stuff, all the updates, but this and Avatar to me was like, okay, that was the best part of the show. All right, SOC, don't worry about being late, my brother. Long as you here. All right, so I don't know what you got, man, but Rainbow Six Extraction, man, I just was not feeling that. That whole experience was like, maybe I gotta play it, but I was not feeling it at all. I was just like, this is not what I come to E3 for. It's like, this is not. And then on top of it, it didn't even look like really good. It looked like a lot of the games shown, man, looked like PS4 games. I was like, man, this game, this is another game. It's like this Far Cry looked like a PS4 game. It don't look like next gen. Like I should be like, oh man, that's beautiful. No, I don't feel that way. But when you play Ratchet and Clank, you put Ratchet and Clank up there, man. You put it next to Far Cry 6 or any game they showed at this Ubisoft event, and it blows it out the water. I mean, completely out of the water. So, definitely, man. I was not feeling Rainbow Six Extraction. Give me that. What video is playing in the background? We can hear it. Ha. You know what? It's the iPad volume was up. That's what it is. I don't know why I didn't turn that down, but I'm glad y'all didn't. You can probably tell this video probably get a copyright strike. It says, Smite Stranger Things DLC might make me want to try the game. You know what? Listen, I like Stranger Things. I really do. But I don't know, man. Smite, man, I just, I really wanted to try Smite when they had the Avatar DLC. I was like, oh man, the Avatar DLC. I was like, I was with that. So I don't know. Chris says, I think a positive for tomorrow's direct only being 40 minutes is that they can't ignore Mario Rabbids 2, Ace Attorney, and Monster Hunter updates. But I don't think they are. That's what's bothering me. That's what bothered me. We've seen some stuff that I think Nintendo might reiterate. You know what? The Monster Hunter, the Ace Attorney. We're gonna see Monster Hunter. I guarantee you that. We're gonna see Ace Attorney. We're gonna see these games tomorrow. I just hope it ain't for a long time. You know what? You can come in and drop like 30 or 40 seconds and be off to the next. You know what? We don't need a whole lot because they've given. I've seen Monster Hunter. If we see it tomorrow, it's gonna be at 3 different events. It's like, okay, yeah, Monster Hunter story. We know it's coming. But yeah, fall. I just hope not, man. I just hope we don't see just a lot of it. I prefer to see a lot of new stuff. I would like to see some shadow drop stuff. I would like to see some Nintendo related stuff. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get back to that. I don't want to get too much off this. We're currently looking at Ubisoft. Hey, if you play guitar, I think Rocksmith Plus will be dope. I mean, if that's your cup of tea, if you play guitar and you want to learn some other tracks, I think that's dope. It's just not it was nothing for my cup of tea. You know, I was like, all right, I'm here for games. You know, this was something else they could have did at another Ubisoft Forward. I don't think this was the place. Um, the deep dive trailer, what was it? A Riders Republic. I thought that was dope. I thought, you know what, I think that can be something that could be fun if marketed right. They got to market that game right. Um, let's see, Rainbow Six Siege. Let's see. Okay, so they got something that happened to start today. Said Thunderbird will be available as a part of Siege North Star update and event, which starts next week. We'll start with really this week, today on the 14th. But once again, like, okay, get another update. You know, Valhalla. I'm not gonna. Now, to me, like once again, I'm gonna hit this nail in the head again about Far Cry 6 because I'm want to play it because I think the story is gonna be dope. I'm gonna talk about another conference later on that I thought like, hey man, I want to play this game because I think the story is gonna be good. But if you look at that pure graphical power, like this is supposed to be next gen, I just don't see it. The character models don't look like, oh my goodness, you know, this is phenomenal. Especially after you play Ratchet and Clank, man. Shout out to PlayStation, man. And man, that game is phenomenal. Oh, Fall Guys drop will be awesome. Yeah, I think for that game to get any kind of traction, they have to shadow drop that game has to shadow drop tomorrow. If it's gonna kind of get any kind of traction and get people kind of excited to get back into that game, it has to drop tomorrow. If it doesn't drop tomorrow, buddy, yeah, I can feel the Super Switch Pro is coming. Why? Because Ubisoft always supports Nintendo. They didn't have much for the Switch. It has to come. Yeah, I don't know, man. I listen. I want it. I think maybe you're trying to will it into existence. Oh man, but I don't know, man. I just don't know. That's a hard one here. It's like, man, I really want to jump on the board of that, but man, all right. So I think, but yeah, Mario versus Rabbids. I'm gonna hit the play button on this trailer. It just looks phenomenal. It looks like a. I mean, it does not look like your regular Switch can handle this. Is it? I'm looking. My roadcaster is going on. Let's see, hold on. Nah, I don't got nothing else going on. My news. Yeah, Metro Prime Pinball 35. They would get booed off. Dude, there are several videos playing on your computer somewhere. I don't listen. I don't know where that's coming from. And I cut the volume down. My volume only shows me playing. Listen. I hope that's not going on, but if it is, man, I don't know what's going on. I'll figure it out sometime today or tomorrow. I gotta figure out today, huh? So I would love Metro Prime Pinball. Love that game. I don't listen. People are too hyped for. I think people are too hyped for Metroid Prime and Metroid Prime Trilogy. If they drop that pinball game, that's like dropping Federation Forces. I think Federation Forces would have dropped at the right time. It might have got a better reception, but it didn't get a good reception because it just dropped in the hype of people wanted Metroid Prime. All right, let's get off of Ubisoft. Let's go hard to I'm back at the Gangsta Black. I don't know what happened, but it is what it is. Devolver Digital in their presentation said, "Hello, amigo." Dang darn man, 234. What's up, my brother? Let me go ahead and get you chimed in on the board while I get you pulled up. Dang darn man, 234. Got you. This is Ubisoft, the only one I like so far. Out of all the presentations, you like Ubisoft better than Xbox? I think Xbox, to me, in my opinion, Xbox is probably winning the E3 show right now. But Ubisoft only had a couple games. I was like, oh man, I could dig. But I don't know. Let's see. Let me. All right. Now I gotta read some more on this Devolver Digital. Let me go ahead and pull them up. And so this is according to The Verge. Everything announced at the outrageous Devolver Max Pass event. I didn't get to watch the whole thing because I was crazy busy. And they didn't announce a whole lot of games, but they did announce a Devolver's Max Pass Plus, the new era of monetization as a service. That just sounds, that's how I feel. It sounds so depressing. What's going on, Benj? Benj is in the building. Ben says, hello, gaming family. Hello, right back at you, my brother. All right. Let's see. I thought this game right here, Wizard with a Gun, looks quite interesting. It's probably out of the ones I kind of looked through. I thought this trailer looks good. They didn't show a lot of gameplay like I thought they was, but I'm definitely interested to see some more gameplay with this game. So we'll see. The rest of the games, I was like, I ain't listen unless somebody else felt that way. I don't know anybody else who saw the Devolver Digital event. I just was not. So right now, like this game here is it's a card game, so I'm passing right past that. Now this dude on the toilet, he pooping, playing with his phone, and this is Devolver's Tumblr time. That's that is crazy. That is crazy. All right, I'm gonna skip that too. What are they thinking, boy? That's a crazy game. Who would play for Tumblr time? This is Demon Throttle. It looks like for the starts an old 8-bit game. Yeah. Just wonder what the gameplay look like. Let's see if I can speed through this here. It looks like okay. See, another game I probably would play for a little while, but then it would get tired of and be like, all right. And it looks like something that would be like yeah. Demon Throttle gets the pass. All right, and that's it. That was all the main games for Devolver Digital. So I won't grade it because I didn't watch all of it. So, but I'll let you guys if anybody else saw it before me. Somebody else said Devolver Digital's presentation was pretty good. Or was that limit? No, Steve M said limited run games was pretty good. I hate that I'm buffering. Maybe because it's E3. Gigi says, I like to see a Thieves Pirates of the Caribbean announcement. Wish it was on the Switch. Yeah, that was an Xbox. That was to me. Speaking of Xbox, we'll get there. But Sea of Thieves, I was never feeling Sea of Thieves. But after seeing the Disney connection with Captain Jack, I thought, oh, that was pretty dope. That was probably something they should have, had opened the game up with anyway. They should have been reached out for that license to make that game really, really different than anything else. So, all right. So, let's talk Xbox. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'm. Hold on. Maybe this is me. I think there he is. Aha. That's why I wasn't like that. I figured it out. CMG says Riders Republic looked pretty. Yeah, you know what? It did. It looked kind of interesting. I did check that game out. Once again, said when you E3, like, what? I still have not seen that game was like, okay, now we E3. Except for Battlefield. Battlefield 2042, man, looks. I mean, listen, that to me right now, that's as it stands right now. That's my game of the show. That trailer, man, I was all in, captivated. And that's how E3 used to be. Like, you remember watching E3 back in the day when, like, they would show, like, Metal Gear, and you be like, you sitting there watching this Metal Gear, like, man, this is like a movie. That's how that Battlefield 2042, man, that was crazy. Crazy. All right, Xbox. I thought, right now, currently, even though I still gave the Xbox conference a C, to me, it's the best it's the best so far. And listen, I'm not trying to be a hater or anything like that, but I mean, hold on, let me see. No, I don't need this here. But I just like, hold on, there it is. To me, my expectations for Xbox was a lot higher than what they showed. I just thought like, hey, I would think like, hey, Xbox has a lot to show. They needed to show a lot because they are really behind the eight ball, and to me, that's a major issue. So they had so many I didn't have videos for, but I would tell you the games that I thought were like dope. From their presentation. Let's see, get back into it. So, Back for Blood, of course. Starfield, because it's such a big game. I thought, what's going on, man? My video is buffering. I'm sitting here watching it like off to the side, and I know it can't just be me, but it is what it is. I don't know. Let me see if I can change. Maybe I can change back to Wi-Fi. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see how that works. All right, go back to the story. Back for Blood, like I said before, was good. I'm still looking forward to that. I felt like they didn't show enough. So you fixed the video problem with your iPad. Just a delay in your comments. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to catch up. I hate that. I'm trying to I don't know how to speed it up. It says you fixed the problem with your iPad, just a delay in your comments. Boy, I tell you. You know what, for about maybe 3 months, man, my videos was great. I don't know what happened, man. They started laying this new fiber around here, and then my internet has been all over the place. I might have to. I don't want to have to call the Geek Squad out here. They're gonna charge me a gang of money to get it right, but I'm gonna do something. So I agree with you about the character models in Far Cry 6. Also, why bring back the old villains? Just play the old game. Right. Listen, they out. Ubisoft is out there swinging for the fences. But I would say, Psychonauts 2 looks really good. I mean, like really. I mean, if anything, I was impressed with Psychonauts. I hate the Xbox and PlayStation just not getting Hades. It is what it is. Halo Infinite. To me, I don't think they showed enough Halo Infinite. But yeah, I'm still buffering. See, I don't know if too much of that is me because I have skipped. I'm looking at my cell phone video, and I've definitely like skipped past. I'm like way. I don't know. My delay is really tough now. So if your comments is getting answered late, charge it to the head. Charge it to my head, not to my heart. Charge it to the technology. I don't know why it's like this, but it is what it is. I'll figure it out eventually. This one, to be honest, I think it's Ecamm Live. I bet you money if I went back to OBS, I probably would eliminate a lot of these issues. And the only reason why I should have went back to OBS back when I first started, but I had already paid for Ecamm for the year, and I didn't want to just like, matter of fact, it's probably about time for this to be up. So I'll probably try to go back to OBS and see if I can fix some things and get them things. He said, anyone else lagging? Yeah, it's lagging. But for a long time it wasn't like that. I think it's these, at Ecamm they dish out so many updates, and me, I'm quick to update. I should have just left it alone. All right, but I'm trying to think. That game Replaced looks pretty good as well. I like the trailer for the Outer Worlds 2. That was a fun trailer. Having tech issues today. Hey, Binge. Hey, just one of those days, buddy. I think the game 12 minutes is coming out for the Switch too, so I think I might pick it up on the Switch. But once again, I hope we don't spend a lot of time during this 40-minute direct on games that we know that's coming. I would just like to see some new stuff. Armagami 2. I think let's see, hold on. So it's going all right for me so far. I am on my tablet. Yeah, I hate that, man. It's going good for some people, going bad for others. I think maybe I don't know who to blame. Maybe it's a little bit of me. Maybe it's a little bit of YouTube. I don't know. We're just gonna ride through. We get through it. Stormtrooper says, Halo Infinite word was iffy. The way that there was talking make me think my prediction of it coming to Switch was right. We only get the free-to-play part. Ooh, that's deep. That's deep. If somehow, some way they figured that out and was able to put that that is a great idea, Stormtrooper. I did not think of that. That is, yes, man. You might be onto something. You just might be onto something. If they decided to say, hey, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and put this free to play Halo multiplayer on the Switch. It would have to be on a Switch that's 60 frames per second. Let me take that back. No, it wouldn't. I'm trying to think. It's some other games out there that's 60 frames, but that's the only way you could play it. and be competitive. Oh, that is, man, that would be phenomenal. I would take that. Even though I would want some local, I want some couch co-op, to be honest. I still want my couch co-op on my Halo. I still want the juggernaut, with me and my kids. That's what I However, I digress. That would be dope. I'm with you totally on that. So, once again, hey, I'm not gonna spend too much time on Xbox. I just believe Xbox show deserved to see. They have some pretty good stuff there. You know what? One thing they definitely hit home with is that um, it is definitely um, the best value. Period in gaming. Period. You can't get nothing better than what Game Pass is offering right now. And once it makes it official, and it makes it official to go to iOS, then that's where you're gonna really see the transformation. You're just not gonna be able to see it right now. All right, I'm gonna get off of Xbox. My delay is bad. I'm looking at my screen here on my phone, and Xbox has just started, and I'm really like wrapping up Xbox. I mean, the delay is really, really bad, and I don't know how to fix it. What do you do? Can't hit pause for a minute, like, and then come back to it. Just got to keep pushing. It's like a delayed live stream. Not We'll call it the not so quite live stream. All right, but we're gonna keep going. Let's see what we got. All right, so we're going from Xbox to Square Enix. Man, Square Enix, boy. See, there I go. I'm buffering again, and I switched. Like I said before, I tested my stream today, and I know I got good internet going out, good internet coming in, and it's delayed big time. Usually it's right on point, but I think so many people is probably watching, and I thought maybe if I had so many things going on. Let me see if I got anything. Oh my goodness, boy! I tell you, there we go. All right, so maybe that was going on in the background. I don't know, good people. I think I've done everything I could do to kind of kill stuff in the background, and it is what it is. You know what? I did just update to a new operating system for my Mac. That might be the issue. What was I thinking? What's going on, Milo? Milo just jumped on the stream, but it's a delay, buddy. So if you hear this late, it's because it's a delay. Square Enix show was interesting. I gave it a D. And because even though Guardians of the Galaxy looks like a PS4 game, but the story looked good. It's like, you know what? I want to play it just to play the story. Like, the story looks really good. Like, okay, I can definitely get into it. But the presentation and the graphics was garbage. I mean, hot garbage. But I'm definitely listen. I'm for it. I'm definitely saying, hey, you know what? I would probably pick that up. Now, if it comes to Game Pass, I'll be all about it. That's the game for sure. If it comes to Game Pass, oh yeah, I'm jumping on Game Pass. I'm gonna play it there, but I'm not. No other way possible. I'm gonna play this game without that because, man, the rest of that show, even the Final Fantasy games that just might come to the Switch tomorrow, but like something like that Final Fantasy 1 through 6, man, that shit this the announce that's coming on to PC and mobile was like a slap in the face to everybody that played Final Fantasy. To me, 1 through 6 should have that should be a switch automatic. But there is one or two things that's going to happen. They're probably going to say, "Hey, we're going to put it out here on mobile, and we're going to put it out here on Steam first. Make our money. They know they're going to make their money when it comes to the Switch. They know it. They know it. So you say, hey, why not give give it out to PC and mobile first? You know, make that money off of that first, and then bring it back to the Switch. People gonna buy it. People's gonna buy it anyway. If it even go to the Switch late. But yeah, that they show in general at all. You know, matter of fact, I don't think I even pulled up the top best Square Enix game because I just felt like it was really bad. Like theirs and Capcom's were bad. Bad. Capcom's was. I'm telling you, if you didn't have nothing really good to show or something new, they should have just not even come to E3. Why wait? You know, to me, how I look at it, because how some of these presentations are kind of long. Don't waste my time. That's why I'm really like, I hope Nintendo tomorrow just don't waste our time on stuff we already know. So of course, you know, because you know you're going to get some gameplay from Mario Golf. I just hope they don't spend a lot of time on it. Cause they don't need to. You know, quick, fast Mario Golf. Don't forget, pick it up, pre-orders. I mean, they don't need to show. They showed enough. They don't need to waste no time on this direct. We should be seeing new stuff. What we can start pre-ordering and all that good stuff starting either today or tomorrow. That's it. Oh man, hope there's news on Star Wars Hunters. At least some gameplay. You know what? Better yet, you know what? Hold on. Let's see. I'm gonna give you a better one than that, Stormtrooper. Um, Show us some. You know what? One game that's been missing completely from E3 is Star Wars, Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker saga. That game has been completely absent from E3. To me, that's a game that should be out there in the forefront if it's coming out soon, I guess. I got a pre-order and paid for. I'm about to mess around and cancel that pre-order and put it on something else. What do you do? But yeah, Square Enix. I don't think let me make sure. I might have pulled. There's a lot. Nope. I did do Square Enix. Okay. So let's get back to Square Enix. The 5 biggest announcements. I think they spent a lot of time on Guardians of the Galaxy. I think too much time was spent. I mean, they could have just showed a trailer, a little bit of gameplay, on to the next thing. I think they were just trying to extend their show longer than where it needs to be. And so I liked it. I think the character models looks terrible. I don't know who's drawing these characters. I mean, they just look terrible. They're like an Avengers. There's like every time I look at the Hulk and the Avengers, I was like, at least Black Panther for the Avengers looked like Black Panther. Congrats. I mean, Groot looked like a pretty good Groot. Groot looks pretty good on Guardians of the Galaxy for Square Enix, and so does Rocket. But that's it. That's it. Now, once again, another game that I thought like, hey, you know, when I saw this game the first time, I was like, oh, man, this is gonna be dope. You got Platinum Games, you got Square Enix. You know what? A match made in heaven, Babylon Fall. And then you look at it recently and you be like, man, this don't. I just, you know, it's just like, as soon as I heard, you know what, game as a service, I said, oh, I'll pass. I don't want no game I'm constantly putting money into. It's probably a reason why I don't play Fortnite. Probably another reason why I don't play um what's the other one? Yeah, yeah, Roblox. It's probably another reason I don't play Roblox. I'm like, man, I'm not paying into the game. If I bought it, if it's free, it's free. If I bought it, I bought it. It is what it is. Life is Strange looks, you know what? I don't know if I would play that game. If it's, you know what? I don't know. I can't say that I wouldn't. I would definitely try it. But once again, is this not a game where I'm like, oh man, I'm so excited to play Life is Strange? It is not. To me as a gamer, it's just like not on my radar. But I might try it and then end up liking it. It's like, oh, okay, this is dope. But right now, being E3, when I saw this trailer, and I was like, okay. The story looks good. But yeah, I mean, I just was not excited. I thought this what is this here? Final Fantasy Origins. It looked good, but I'm not a big Final Fantasy fan, and I see how people can have some issues with this. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, hey, you know what? I mean, I gotta see some more. I gotta see some more of this. You know what? Does this look better than Final Fantasy VII? I don't think so. But you know what? The gameplay looks, you know what? It looks decent. I'm not gonna write this game off yet. You know, I was probably more interested in a lot of people who are Final Fantasy fans. The people who are Final Fantasy fans are upset because it just don't quite, you know what? These characters don't remind me some of that origin Final Fantasy characters. So maybe I don't know. Maybe throughout the game, you know what? You run into them. I don't know. Who am I? Slim Rancher 2 could be good. You know, I gotta find that because I don't even know what that game looks like. Now my son is calling me, and like it's not Monday night, but I'm just going to let him go to the voicemail. All right, all right. So I'm gonna get out of here. Square Enix. Let's go. Let's see. I think next is Limited Run Games. Limited Run Games was pretty good. It wasn't like certain games that I felt like that should have got a better, like I gotta say better response, but certain games that should have got a physical version, like I was excited when I seen Cynthia of the Night, and then I was let down immediately when I knew it was only coming to PS4. Like, man, this game should be. If you'd have brought that game to the Switch, I'd have pre-ordered it right there on the spot. The spot. That's the only game to me out of that Castlevania collection. I feel like, man, why don't we have this game? But maybe it's a thing with Nintendo. And Sony. I don't know. But I was like, man, sitting here tonight, physical. Oh man, I'd have been all about that, man. That'd have been crazy. But I mean, they had a lot. They had a lot to show. I watched the kind of the second half of it. I didn't get the whole thing, but CGM Mag Online, they had the whole complete list. I never was a big Shantae fan, but but once again, I mean, a lot of people like some old Shantaes. I always wanted to play Shantae, but it's never got an opportunity to. Acting Verge 2, hey, that's a game that I probably, if they have, I believe they're going to have a physical version of that game. I probably will pick this up. I probably will pre-order this one for sure. Because at the first Acting Verge was good. So okay, yeah, so it's getting Is it running out a lieu of announcements? Limited run games will see physical versions of the following games on the systems noted next to the title. So, Action Verge 2 will get a Switch, PS4, and PS5. Blood Rain Betrayal. Let's see. Fresh Bites. I'm assuming that's some form of Castlevania game as well. Switch and PS4. I know this Castle. It's only Symphony of the Night and Rondo of Blood. Man, oh man, PS4 only. That is Rondo of Blood Turbo Duel. See, once again, games. It's like, you know what, it has nothing to do with your boy. Okay, so one game I probably am going to pre-order is Retromania. I almost bought it digital, but I felt like, you know, at limited run games was going to head that direction, and so I'm glad they did. So that'll be a game I will pre-order for the Switch. And let's see what else. Skatebird was another good one. Super Hot. But Super Hot is not. I mean, but those out of those games, maybe the Double Dragon, Contra or Anniversary might be another good one. Matter of fact, Contra might be a good one. But man, if they would have said something the other night, they would have had a great show. I probably would have gave them more of a nod. And once again, I gave them a C as well. It's just, you know what, they did, you know what. Matter of fact, yeah, they did just enough. The mere fact that they got these physical versions of the games is exciting, but it is what it is. Let's go to see. I got a comment going up here. Stormtrooper says Square Enix will have an exclusive game on the Nintendo E3 event. Another prediction. Yeah, you know what? No, you know what? They got one already, and they showed it at the last direct. That's the reason why I hope they don't spend a lot of time on these games. I really, really hope. I really hope we get some bangers. I hope we like boom, boom, boom. This hitters with games after games, reveals after reveals, things that we know, like, okay, we don't have no ideas coming, and it just punches in the mouth. We're gonna get some. They're gonna show some Mario and Rabbids. That's coming. So you know what, you gotta, even though you got a 40-minute event, you know how many of that 40 minutes is of new games. If they give us 30 minutes of new games, I'll be happy. But I don't think we're gonna get 30 minutes. We might get 20 minutes of new games. Might. All right, so that was limited run. Let's see who else we got next. And Capcom, man, what are you doing? Man, I don't know. I've kind of listen. Oh, I hate when I'm watching it and I see that I have closed everything I was supposed to close, and I still is getting it. I don't know. I make me want to just erase my whole computer. I'm telling you, listen, I'm almost close to this. You know what? Getting an M1 Mac and just call it a day. But I'm gonna wait. I'm saving my money. But Capcom, man, their event was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Nothing new. Capcom event was terrible, man. I was like, man, what are y'all doing? There was nothing. They had Ace Attorneys. They had stuff we already knew. It was like nothing really new. The only thing I think I got out of that show is that if you picked up Resident Evil, I think is what it's called, Inverse or Uverse, what is it called? But the expansion pack where you play as the Resident Evil characters, that's coming next month. But that's it. No, like I said, right? No Tomb Raider. Cool Breeze says, Nintendo, come get my money. Pro Switch with Batman Arkham and What he said, add Tomb Raider. Right, right. Games that I'll play. Even the old Indiana Jones games. Aha. Listen, Indiana Jones, boy, classics. All right. So we're done with limited run games. At Capcom, man, it just Capcom, man, was bad. I don't even have nothing nice to say about it. You know, I can't even say I gave them an F. I gave them an F because they didn't show anything of substance. That I was like, oh man, you know what? Yay! They talked about some bull. They talked about some Street Fighter, and don't get me wrong, I like Street Fighter, really like it. But once again, man, you gotta if you're gonna have an event, you're gonna take up my time, man. You gotta come with some punches. And I feel like, man, they maybe they hold it all in. Maybe it's gonna come out during the Nintendo event. I don't know. I don't know. I just hope Nintendo doesn't come out with this a okay event. I hope Nintendo like, oh man, I think anything is better than what we got. This E3 it has not been a good E3 for me. Oh, here we go. Nintendo's, I think it's transparency mode is on. But E3 predictions. Definitely. Sticking with the 3 I picked for Nintendo dads. But I am curiously optimistic about the Treehouse. I think the Treehouse event is going to be probably more pivotal than what people are their eyeballs up, because people are not really thinking about it. They just think about this 40-minute direct, and they think the Treehouse is going to be the Treehouse. I think the Treehouse is going to be more. I think Nintendo could very well punch us all in the mouth and say, "Here's the new Switch. Here's what the functions. This one you can start pre-ordering it." They can do that. I'm telling you, and it would typically be after the E3 presentation. And listen, I'm telling you, that would be crazy. I hate that my stream is so delayed. It's really bad, and there's no way to catch it up. It is what it is. It's Court. I don't know what's going on. I don't. It is really frustrating. But it's nothing I can do about it. So I'm just going through the motions. Oh, I hate that. But you know what? The show must go on. I think if it would be nice. It was a game. There's a couple of games that I can't even think of the title of. They were like indie games. They showed at a direct like last year, and it was It was like an 8-bit sprite girl, and she was running and she jumped off the ledge, and then she landed onto a dragon. I don't know what the name of that game is, but I hope to see that game at E3. And I hope it's like boom, it comes out next month or something like that. I really hope we do not get a Zelda theme current Nintendo Switch. If they announce a Zelda themed current Nintendo Switch, the Pro is not coming to next year. I hate to say it. I really, if they come out and say, okay, we got a Zelda Switch coming out next month, pre-order start, blah blah blah. Man, I don't think so. I think we probably should go ahead and hang it up and say we'll see you in 2022. No, I don't think Life is Strange is on the Switch. He said it's a good game. Okay, all right. So I might have to check it out. I was kind of hating, but I might have to check it out because I like a game. I like a game with a good story. If it got a good story, if it catch me with the story, then I'm in. Yeah. So that's another one of my predictions. It will be. I think we get the Metro game. I just hope it's the Metro game I really want, because to me, I can wait on a 2D Metroid, but give me Prime Trilogy. this year for Christmas. And I think, you know what, you do Prime Trilogy this year for Christmas and you do Breath of the Wild, then we're great. There was a rumors about the Donkey Kong game being a different type of game than what we're thinking is coming. And if we get the game that they talked about on Switch Force, I would not be excited. Like, that's why it's like, you know, I asked the question, like, you know, what is it for Nintendo to lose? And how can they lose E3? They can lose E3 by being mediocre, by having some pacing issue with this event. And that's how they can lose it. And have games that's like, you know, people are not really asking for. But they can save themselves by just saying, hey, Breath of the Wild 2 this Christmas. And I think, you know what, you'll have a fan base that will at least be somewhat excited. And would somewhat say, you know what, they win E3 just because of that. So Christmas would be pretty good because you'll get Halo and you'll get Zelda. And to me, that's all you really need. But we got some more games. That's why I'm trying to taper down my expectations because I swear I was really, really hyped for E3. I was really, really hyped for Xbox, and I still think Xbox didn't give me what I thought we are going to get. But what do? You know? I don't know. I think I don't know. I'm not gonna beat that horse no more about my internet. I'm just so disappointed. Cause I like how it's not fun when it's on the delay because I like to interact with everybody, and you know what, you tend to lose people, and I lost a lot of people because the delay is so much, and people can't really say anything. People not trying to hang around. I wouldn't hang around either. But I'm gonna finish the show because you know maybe somebody might want to watch it later. All right, I'm gonna keep it pushing. So predictions. I'm still sticking with my Metroid being shown. Breath of the Wild 2 coming this year. Master Chief and Smash. I'm not gonna make the prediction, but like I said before, if the Pro comes out during the Treehouse, I will be super excited and super hyped. And okay, hold on. Let me read this question. Sorry, Stormtrooper said, if there's a Nintendo Pro coming, I think only Japanese developers have it. Which one do you want? Which one do and what games are they making? I believe Capcom has one for sure. Square Enix probably has one. I think the game that Capcom is probably whatever that new Resident Evil game is that they're supposedly working on, according to the leak. Probably Platinum Games has one, and it's probably Bayonetta 3. Another game that I didn't think about, but I hope. Matter of fact, I'm going to anticipate they're going to show some kind of gameplay. We're going to hear something about Bayonetta 3. I wouldn't be surprised if that game is ready with a release date at E3. Monosoft has it. You know, all their direct teams have like the dev kit hands down for this new Switch Pro that's coming this year. And I'm gonna go back to that story. Remember that story when they was saying it was a rumor that Nintendo was telling them to get their games 4K ready. You know that was a while back, so I'm definitely holding on to that. My video is probably about. It's probably about on a 10-minute delay. That's crazy, and there's nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. All right, so I'm not gonna have a bunch of interaction because I'm so delayed, and I only got a couple people watching. But I'm gonna get to my response here. So How can Nintendo lose? They can lose strictly by reshowing games that we notice coming out and spending a lot of time on it, and not having even heavy hitting games for Christmas. They cannot have another year like they had. Like last year, the Christmas game was really Breath of the Wild, Age of Calamity. You know what? They haven't announced any what you call it, they haven't announced any DLC information since the last direct, so we probably will get some stuff dealing with that. This E3 could be strictly, heavily focused on Zelda and Zelda 35th anniversary, which could take up a lot of the, so it could take up a lot of the presentation. And don't get me wrong, I like Zelda, and I think Zelda's good. I just think, I would like to see some other stuff besides that. So this is me being a Nintendo fan and geeking out because we up. The show is up next in less than what? I don't know. You know what time it is? Shoot, in about almost 12 hours. So it's gonna be interesting. So that's how Nintendo loses. But if they punch us in the face with games, and release dates and shadow drops, and they keep it interesting, I think they come out with the W for E3. I just want to be I want to be wild like I was when I first saw that direct when they first showed Smash Brothers. That was a phenomenal direct, phenomenal. And I want to be wild just like that. And I just feel like we won't get that. So listen, I'm gonna call it a wrap. I don't listen if I can't get my stream to act right, I'm going to attempt to stream it. I'm trying to get on here early enough to stream it, but if it's not acting right, if I'm buffering, then I'm gonna say, listen, because I don't want to ruin no one's experience dealing with that. If I can't figure it out, I'm gonna say, hey, you know what you need to do is make sure that you watching it someplace secure, and maybe we can talk afterwards, but if I get on if everything's going good in the morning, then great. But if not, I can't have what we having today. Today was I was really, really disappointed, and it hasn't been like this in a while. So I apologize to all my good people out there that's watching me who spend their time to come watch. But it is what it is. Hope you guys stay to the end, and I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do the wheel. I'm gonna do it quick, cause it's that time. Time to make that change. We are the people. We can do it. All right, good people. It is the end of the show. We go through see, make sure we got everybody. I hope your name is on there. If I forgot you, man, please forgive me. But I think I got everybody on there. You know how we do. I got my everything out here. You know it. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If your name is picked first, you'll be the first one out of there. We'll pick and pick and pick until we have one winner left, and that winner will win the $10 eShop card. And so on, I'm back. I'm back, NF. Oh man, listen. I wish I would have got this comment because right now I can look at my stream and I see what you responding to, and you responding to Capcom. Cause yeah, Capcom gets an F, man. Sorry, but I'm gonna keep it rolling, man. Listen, I hope you guys forgive me, but it is what it is. First one on the string, Kenny from the A. You're out of here. Yeah, listen, I'm gonna put some of the comments on here. He said, I'm back and F. Yeah, they get a whole F. He said, Capcom shocked the H out of me with this one. Yeah, man, I was not expecting that. I was at least expecting something Nintendo related, and even though they had Ace attorneys, I was just like, it is what it is. All right. Kenny from the A was the first one to get up out of here. Let's see who's next. We got 19 people left on the circle. And let's see who is next. And it is Sir Dandu. you are out of here, my brother. Thank you for hanging out with us, man. Listen, have a good night. See you tomorrow, hopefully, if everything run right. All right, let's keep it pushing. I know y'all, some of y'all were not even catching up to the video yet. And we got Chris on the scene. Chris Mendez is out of here. See you later, Chris. All right, let's go. And Milo, you get the bomb, and you out of here. Thank you for hanging out with you, my young brother. Let's see. CMG. Who is next? TS Nintendo Gator won last week. Can't win again. He is out of here. CMG says, I got my video finished for Ubisoft's E3 Impressions. I just got to get home and upload it, man. Listen, my brother, listen. You got it done. Listen, that's how you do it. When you know you working and you editing at the same time, you got to make them times, man. I feel your pain totally. Let's keep it pushing. You are out of here. Whoever that is, and I think it hit. Ooh, the official Drop Diddy Rap. You are out of here. We're down to 14 people, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to keep it pushing because I'm on a delay. So when you guys see it, you'll figure out who win. And up next, it is Holly. God almighty.
You lose.
You are out of there, Holly Peaky. I appreciate you know what you do, representing the UK in the building. All right. CMG. And my man Vic. Dave, Vic, was nice for you to come out tonight, buddy. But you out of here. CMG said, I'm not putting my hopes up for Nintendo E3 at all. Oh. Shout out to Geeky. $4.99 super chat. Don't let the tech difficulties get you down. I'm trying not to. I am really trying not to. I just hate when that happens. Especially we've been on a roll. We've been good for a nice little while. And then, man, I don't know what's happening, man. Just it is what it is. I can't complain. But it's bothering me though. It is really bothering my whole spirit. Because I like the conversation. It's like, you know, when you sit here talking to yourself is one thing, but when you have a conversation, you got people interacting, that's what makes your stream so dynamic. And it'd be different if I had like a whole bunch of people in my stream, but just, I just got my family in there, my good people. And I want you guys to be involved. So, people come in and dropping off a lot more. So it's a rough patch right now, but it'll get better. I know it will. All right, let's see who's next. And we got Cool Breeze as out of here. See you later, my brother. All right, who's next? Down to 11. Who is next? And we got Yodi.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose.
Good day, sir. I love that, man. That is so funny. You get nothing. Good day, sir. All right. Shane and the baby.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
All right. We'll keep it pushing. I know, listen, I'm looking at my stream now. I see where I'm at. And we on the wheel. We gonna get up out of here. Steve M, you got to get out of here.
You lose.
Steve M, my dog. I hope everything goes well with you, my brother. You continue to get healthy and all that good stuff. And CMG is out of here, my brother. Have a good night. Gaming Dad, do you think anything short of a Switch Pro announcement tomorrow will be a fail for Nintendo? No, I think they don't have to announce the Switch Pro for them to still have a successful E3. I think for them to have a really good E3, they just gotta have some heavy hitters. They can't come out of here without a big Christmas game. I think if that Christmas game doesn't say Mario Kart 9 or Breath of the Wild 2 or Metro Prime 4, if it doesn't say one of them three games, then I think it's a fail for them. To be honest, if they come out and say, well, the Christmas game is a Zelda remastered of of some other Zelda games, I don't think that does it. Even if they package it with a bunch of other games, that they need a heavy hitter Christmas game for us to say, Breath of the Wild gameplay got to be shown. Um, what makes their show a win is that um, if they can get Breath of the Wild 2 to say, hey, it's releasing this year. Metroid Prime 4 gameplay, and I say an exciting character reveal for Smash, and some games we haven't maybe an update on Bayonetta 3. Then they will have a pretty to me that's a pretty meaty show. If they do announce the Switch Pro, then they win hands down. They win for the year. But I don't think we're gonna get a Pro. But it wouldn't surprise me if during the Treehouse they say, "Listen, world premiere," and just drop it. So I don't know. That's a good question. But I think what, no Switch Pro, we'd still be all right. I think, matter of fact, I tell you, this is how it will be an epic fail if they say, all right, no Switch Pro, but we're going to give you this Zelda edition of the Switch. Nobody's asking for that. At the same time, nobody really, to be honest, people would buy it, but nobody really wants that. They would want that if they say, all right, listen, Switch. If they did Switch Pro Zelda edition, we're gonna release the Switch Pro Zelda edition only. Then it's a win, man. Then it's a win. It's important to remember the pandemic is still impacting the gaming industry, and that's part of why this year's E3 is so disappointing. Yeah. I mean, listen, Steve, I think you make a very good point. You make a very good point. That's why I think I'm glad E3 had to happen for E3's sake. It had to happen, and I think next year we'll be back full force, public. They're gonna make it's gonna be huge next year, huge, because they're gonna have the public. It's gonna be a crazy amount of people there. So yes, I hate not being able to interact with you guys for right now. Make me want to get in the chat and start chatting with you guys as I do the rest of this wheel. But you are completely correct. The pandemic is still running rapid, especially in certain areas. I think as gamers, we get so entitled to know what we want when we want it, but it is what it is. Let's see. For Nintendo tomorrow, not everyone wants the same game, so not everyone will be happy with the whole direct. I like Shin Megami Tensei 5 and want to see it, but I know not everyone wants that. I want to see Shin Megami Tensei 5 because it was announced, at the launch of the Switch. So, I mean, I think that game, yeah, you probably will see something of that game, and we probably will get a release date. Yeah, I mean, so like I said before, Nintendo got some heavy hitters in the pipeline, man. They do. They got some heavy hitters in the pipeline, and I think, I mean, they would really, really have to tank bad for it not to be as successful. I just hope we just don't get the focus of 1 or 2 games, and that'd be it. Don't get me wrong. I would take a lot of Legend of Zelda, but I think we didn't. I think we need more than that. They need a heavy hitter for Christmas. I think what if they really trying to plan to sell this many units, and I think people forget what to sell that many units is hard. So they have to know something is coming down the pipeline that's gonna make people go out there and buy. I would love to see Madden show up at this show. For me, that would be phenomenal. All right. Let's get back to the wheel. We're 2 hours in. We're down to 7 people. My man Tim is still on the board. I hope I didn't jinx him. I did not, because it looked like it's going to be Cool Breeze is... Cool Breeze. Sorry, buddy. You are out of here. We're down to our final 6. We got Tim. We got Chris Mendez is still on the board. Geeky still on the board. Stormtrooper, Doom, Dang Darman, and SOC is still in the running. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. And Geeky is out of here. Where my boy Ben at? Tell my boy Ben I said hello. All right, we're going to keep it pushing. We're going to keep it pushing. I'm going to let this string keep riding and riding and riding. And up next to get the flex, Stormtrooper, you're out of here. We're down to our final 4, ladies and gentlemen. Final 4. Who is up next to get the flex? And we got Dang Darn Man. Got the almighty. Ha 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 ha. You are out of here, my brother. Yes, I updated. I updated to whatever the new operating system is for the Mac. I can't think of the name of the top of my head. And that's really about it. And I updated my Ecamm Live. And so disappointing, man. I think I might have to figure out some way to go back to OBS. I might figure that out tonight, see if I can go back to OBS and see how that run. And just kind of just take it from there, man. That's all I can do. I think that's what I'm gonna try to do tonight. I hate that. Reboot your PC and network. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the move too. Cause I hate that I'm so far back. All right, I'm gonna keep at it. We got 3 left. Let's see, get Cool Breeze off of there. Who is next? SOC. We got Tim, and Chris is... Chris, man, bound to the final 3, but brother, you are out of here, and we are down to our last. We got Tim representing the state of Michigan in the building, and my boy SOC. Oh my goodness! Listen, y'all saying wheel time, and wheel time about over with. I tell you how far back I am on the stream. God almighty. Listen, matter of fact, on my stream, I'm looking at it right now. The very first loser was Kitty from the A. Kenny from the A was out of there. Now we got 2 more left. So it is what it is, good people. Don't forget, man. Listen, if you're hearing this, man, you still on the stream, man, hit that like button, man. Hit the like button for your boy. All right, good people. Let's see. You know how we do the last. And we got to do it like we do it all this time. We got to make sure my stuff is turned up. Drum roll, please. And tonight's winner is Tim is out of here. It is SOC with the W. Big ups to my boy SOC with the $10. SOC, you know how I do. Hey, all you got to do, man, send me that message. Don't do it on Discord because, I get it, then I might not get it. But, hey, definitely on Twitter or Instagram to say, hey, give me that. Where my money? And then I'll hook you up, my brother. Good people. This is your boy Gaming Dad. I won't stay too long, man. I'm really, really disappointed that I have such a delay. And I'm sitting here watching the stream, and you know what, kind of get things caught up, and it kind of, I'm still having some issues. You know, it's just not as smooth as it has been in weeks, and it's been pretty bad right now tonight. So it is what it is. I figure I'm gonna reset some things and reboot some things, and hope I'm good to go tomorrow. If not, if I start buffering tomorrow, I'm gonna tell everybody like, hey, I'm gonna shut my stream down. Y'all go ahead and y'all watch it, just to be you know, sure that you're watching everything in the best quality possible, because I know you want to enjoy it like I want to enjoy it. And we'll chit chat and talk about it tomorrow. Good people, this is your boy Gaming Dad, and he said, "Am I using Wi-Fi?" No, man, I'm straight in now. Yeah, I'm doing Ethernet. That's all I understand. Like I don't understand what's going on. And I think it's more or less, I think it might be Ecamm Live more than my internet. It could be a number of things. Who I'm lying to, but it is what it is, because you may have to update your drivers, and it has. You know what, man? I never had these issues with my Mac. That's the issue, man. I don't have these issues like that until, you know, updating drivers and stuff like that. I never have to deal with those issues with a Mac, but I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. I got some time to work it out. Some time tonight. So this is your boy Gaming Dad, man. I'm glad y'all was able to hang out with me, man, and have a good time. Once again, big shout out to SOC. Hope you see this between now and next week, and reach out to me so I can get you that card. And man, listen, that's about it, man. That's all I can do tonight. Happy Nintendo Direct Eve. I'll see you guys in the morning. This is your boy Gaming Dad, and I am out as soon as I find this button. Gotta find that button. Gotta get this to plan. Boop boop. There we go. All right, good people. Have a good night.